been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At the 25-yard line, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wolf. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And a Steeler first down.
On first down, Hobson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about it. One of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
At the Bengals' 27-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Haskins looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Nothing. Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
From the gun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught by number 11.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down at
the tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. I got it. I got it. I got it.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Haskins on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pick up a 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Haskins got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass.
At their own 26-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Hobson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. Hobson, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And a Steeler first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards.
32-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bengals 24, Steelers 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and 2, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Bengals 24, Steelers 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run once more with Taylor.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Back now in Cincinnati. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On play action, Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
McCaffrey on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th.
Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
19-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Flush to his right.
43-yard line.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, this will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
44.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.